Hello everybody and welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Coca-Cola 600. It's going to be quite a show today that's going to be on by here, so let's get on down to your starting lineup here. On the pole, we have Kyle Keith, next to him, Tim Fiegel, third, RJ Bishop, fourth, JT Bryant, fifth, Keith Batson, sixth, Devin Becker, seventh, William Flickinger, eighth, Quentin Moore, ninth, Kyle Mathis, playing top 10, Zachary Fitzwater. Here's your rest of your starting lineup from 11th to 12th on back. By the way, first pole for Kyle Keith this season. He will be in the Budweiser Shootout next season. As you see, this is the patriotic race. Some of the cars have the patriotic schemes going on for today. And on the final row, we have John Art and Alex Drayton. So Kyle Keith, Tim Fiegel, two of the guys who have been struggling this season. And when I mean struggling, I mean absolutely horrendously, everything going bad. And look at this, they're on the front row. And another driver's been struggling in the points there, RJ Bishop. He is up here as well. Which I believe also too, Keith Batson and Devin Becker are also struggling as well. So what a lucky break that is there. So we are getting mere moments away from getting the command. So we're just waiting for those moments where they tell the drivers the most infamous words and go from there. So, okay, we're getting the word. We're going to do it. So let's go down track to get those famous words there.
Drivers, start your engines!
Command's been given. This is where the show is going to begin. This is where I'm very excited here. So as the cars roll on off, and I'm just going to double check this on my end, I am pretty certain that there are no hometown heroes that are currently in the lineup. But there is one that's close, that's Jessica Shelton. She represents Darlington, but the pace car comes on down pit road. 51 laps of action. And showtime! Green flag is out and we're underway for the Coca-Cola 600. And just to clarify, yes, that is correct. There's no one that represents Charlotte for a home track. Kyle Keith's going to lead the first lap. One car really checked up over there. And that may have been Jeffrey Finguy in the 92 there. I am not too certain, but man, just a big gap between Seth Cole and the rest of the leaders. And then Johnny Gardner checked up over here too. Meanwhile, Tim Fiegel battling with Kyle Keith for the top position. Keith going to get a run on the high line. Someone had slapped the wall a little bit there, but we stay green. JT Bryant trying to battle Fiegel for the second position. Nice run by Fiegel on the high line there. And now Fiegel trying to do the crossover on the 42, trying to take the top position. And what a power move by Fiegel. However, Keith's going to battle on the high line. And Keith's going to get the wall a little bit. Still side by side are both the drivers. Keith is going to hold on for now. Oh, man, 3 wide behind. That's RJ Bishop, William Flickinger, Kyle Matthews, and Matthews wisely going to get out of that scenario. I don't blame him there. Get out of that horrid mess there. And Bishop, I'll tell you what, he needed this run today, man. Really, really needed it because, let's face it, man, he has not had any luck at all. And, you know, half the wrecks that he's been involved in, it's not been his fault. He's just been stuck behind the mess and just can't really seem to avoid it. Devin Becker trying to battle JT Bryant for third. You see Quentin Moore completing the top 5 right there in that 89 car, but for how long? RJ Bishop trying to complete that pass on Keith Batson will do so. Becker clears the 22, and now Moore trying to attack JT Bryant. Tell you what there, Kyle Keith, it's hard enough to believe. Last season, absolutely struggled, broke his chase streak, And this season, of course, has not been off to the pleasant of starts. But it's like they say, a win could really help out and could lead to big momentum. Now, the crazier part is, when did Kyle last win a race? And if my memory serves me correctly, this was back around season 7, I want to say it was. Or not 7, season 6, I want to say. I just don't remember what race it is. As Fiegel once again battling Kyle Keith for the top position. I'll tell you, if I were the 95, I'd get the 36's draft help, try to pass the 42. As Keith is just getting such a good run on turn 3, and he is just powering his way through. Bishop lost a spot to William Flickinger there. That was for 6. And Fiegel under fire from Becker and Moore. Fiegel trying to use that high line to get the pass. But Becker's got some help. And Becker takes P2, Moore P3. Tell you what, Keith Batson, technically a patriotic scheme in the POW MIA car there. Tell you, it's good to see Batson up here, because this guy's also had one of the drivers that's just had no luck at all, primarily just in the series altogether. Meanwhile, Fiegel trying to get one of his spots back from Quentin Moore. That's for 3rd. Now Devin Becker wanting to challenge Kyle Keith for the top position. The battle of the black and red cars. Becker has the lead. Kyle Keith, man, look at the run as he's been getting on the high line. And whatever they've been putting in that car for this race, he has just been unbelievable. Fiegel got the 3rd spot at the line, but will he manage to hang on? That's going to be the question. As he's fighting on that high line, but now this is where Moore's going to get that run. He'll get it. And now here comes a freight train around Tim Fiegel. Or will it be? No. Becker still side by side with the 42. He's trying to get that lead. And you got to remember, Becker's in his farewell season, and he came runner-up 2 races. He does not want to be a runner-up 3 races here. And especially at a race like this, this is a big race. He really wants to do it. 3 wide behind. Bishop once again, the 3 wide scenario. Becker takes the lead from Keith. New leader, Devin Becker. He got the draft help. That's what he needed. And Fiegel returns to 2nd. Tell you what, they're having some really good battles coming around here. And I don't want to look at the back yet, because, they've been having some really good battles up here. And they're really putting on a good show here. Now Moore's going to battle Fiegel for P2, and Moore with the power run with the help of Keith Batson. Trying to take the spot, but man, that outside line coming off of turn 4 especially has been super strong. See, turn 1, you want to be on the inside line, and turn 2, you want to be on that high line because of that momentum. But turn 3 is a definite inside line, and Kyle Keith lost a few spots because of being freight trained right here, but now he's going to go to the inside of Bryant. That's for position. Bryant had to check up a little bit right there. As Becker's got a good little bit runaway here. Let's look at the rear of the field here. A couple cars quite a ways back here. John Art, Cody Lamas, Diego Yepes, Courtney Keith, Alex Drain, who started dead last in this race, barely been making his ground up there. Dylan Thoreau, Ramia Fisher, Kate Anderson, the points leader. That's not what she needed at all. Trent Dunham, Zach Rogers, Jesse Turner, James Qualls, and Joshua Osborne, both the Castro GTX cars of Johanna Atwood Motorsports. Not really in good position here. Osborne in the top 30, but I guarantee you did not want this run at all. There's Sanford, there's Jessica Shelton, the technical hometown hero for this race. Jessica Shelton just having a struggling season so far. There's Clint Spillman, and look, Kev Shearer with a run coming over on Johnny Gardner there. Just can't seem to finish the move there. You see the middle of the pack here, they're kind of in this, trying to battle through the traffic and trying to work their way through, but you can see like how they're battling. It's been really, really interesting here. Kev Shearer, I'll tell you what, he's having the best run of his career so far. His first season when he got his win, I don't think he made the chase. I could be wrong when I double check later on, but I'm pretty certain he did not make the chase. But so far this season, he's actually been doing really, really good compared to last season, where last season just nothing went right for the 00 team. They've been somewhat consistent, but just can't seem to be up there battling for the win, though. They did get a couple top 10s this season, and I don't think Shears had a top 5 yet, but 00 team, they should be one to keep an eye on. That's one of the patriotic schemes, by the way. And ironically, to have his teammate up ahead of him, Johnny Gardner, in a patriotic scheme as well in the 5. Baranowskis, your winner, Ireland. Tell you what, she was really happy about that win. Very, very happy. Trying to get up to Jeff James in that 20 car there. And McIntyre being put 3 wide with Commons and Parker. There's Noah Hart. That's in the top 15 right there. Hart's actually having a not bad day, but his season so far has been kind of in the middle. He's had some good runs and he's had some bad runs. And, you know, half the time it ain't really been his fault where the wrecks have been coming away. But Hart, right now, just kind of in that type of area. But, you know, he wants to get up there in that top 10. That's a definite. Jeffrey Finguy, man, he's been falling back in car 92. Almost just about. Yeah, he's been out of the top 10 and can't seem to hang on. Zachary Fitzwater is now working his way into the top 10. Nice run by the 7. Champion from last season, who's definitely not been having a good run at all. Oh, and the caution's out for the first time. I just seen it. A wreck on the front straight. We're going to stick with the leaders here. As Batts is trying to battle Fiegel for 3rd. JT Bryant now coming along the way. And can't seem to do it. Now Bryant looking underneath Batson for position. And he got a good run coming into 3, which may be enough to get the position coming to the line. Oh, I just seen Joshua Osborne on down pit road. And oh, Batson got... Oh, look out. John Art. Oh, be careful, guys. Use the brakes. Ooh, yikes. And the leaders very wisely know how to use the brakes. Oh, Fitzwater, don't do it. Oh. Oh, and Miles flipped over. That was very slow motion like. And oh, Hart's stuck on the track. Hart is stuck on the track. And that's going to really hurt the 18, who's probably going to have to take a tow. Or is he? Oh, yeah, he's stuck. Oh, damage to Johnny Gardner, Courtney Keith, Dylan Potey. Oh, man, look at the 27. Absolutely done. Dylan Thoreau with a heavy front end damage. I seen one car teleport out of, or not teleport, but retire the race. I could tell that was Zach Rogers involved. He's out of the race. Tough break right there. And Hart, I guarantee he's probably not going to be happy with what happened in that stack up, because I have no idea what happened. Mainly because they were trying to watch out for John Art and the rest of the backpack there. And man, there's Art and Drayton. I guarantee those guys have got to be not happy with him. So watching the battle coming off of pit road here, and looks like Devin Becker, no surprise, he is going to be P1, Quentin Moore P2, Tim Fiegel P3, Batson P4, Bryant P5. Then you got Matthews, Seth Cole, Kyle Keith, RJ Bishop, and Brett Pritchard completing the top 10. Well, just as when I thought when those leaders checked up from the lap traffic, I thought we were going to be A-okay. And the middle of the pack just came flying on in a little too much. And yeah, Connor Myers suffered the worst out of that. He's going to continue on. Alex Ferranti get a little bit of damage, as well as Clint Spillman there. And the one who took the worst end of that, Noah Hart, stuck on pit road. And that is got to be a gut-wrencher right there. So caution's out. Let's take a look at ourselves. Our first caution today at the Coca-Cola 600. Well, let's get a start between Johnny Gardner, Dylan Potey, and Clint Spillman. They went 3 wide coming off of turn 4. It was crazy hard enough to believe how last couple seasons it's been absolutely rough to come on this track. And 3 wide obviously is a no-no. But you notice here when we look this up here, this was lap 19 coming into lap 20. They were heading there. And man, they just couldn't hold on right there. But they've been racing really, really good here. Just Shelton just gets a little piece right there, but is okay. Alex Ferranti gets a little piece right there. The one who took the smack there was Joshua Osborne and Zach Rogers. Man. Kate Anderson got her damage right there. There's James Qualls that spun out. Alex Drayton, Courtney Keith. Oh, Osborne's going to get the glitch. Watch here. And, yep, shooting up right there. Cody Lamas. Trent Dunham. Oh, Osborne didn't really get the major part of the glitch. He got the little bit, and oh, he landed on top of the 5 of Gardner. Oh, yikes. Diego Yepes. There's Courtney Keith. You see in the rear there. There's John Art and Alex Drayton. They actually chucked up from it all, and they're going to get away scot-free right there. Dylan Thoreau. Oh, my God. The 70 land on top of them there. Or, not 70, the 27. Let's just check here with Qualls, because I don't know how bad his damage is. I think he got away for the most part here. Same with Dunham, because what happened here? Yeah, he was trying to avoid Johnny Gardner. Gets a small piece there. Goes into Trent Dunham, which spins out the 70. Fisher in the 11's trying to check up from at all. 70's then getting to that corner of the 1 car. That's going to spin out Dunham a little bit. Qualls just slightly gets the wall, and Fisher dodges it. I think those 3, they're going to be okay. Because Qualls didn't really hit it that hard. I mean, 6 miles an hour and a hit like that, that should be okay, but oh boy, the biggest casualty right there. Joshua Osborne, Johnny Gardner, Dylan Pote, Courtney Keith. All those drivers getting involved right there. Caution's out. Let's take it back to the green. Well, pace cars giving us 1 lap to go. Out of the race, they include Courtney Keith, Dylan Thoreau, Joshua Osborne, Zach Rogers, Dylan Pote, and Johnny Gardner. Benjamin Miles is 2 laps down. Noah Hart's 1 lap down. And then you have 2 cars still in the lead lap. That's John Art in the 05 and Alex Drayton in the 14. So when they restart, Devin Becker's the leader. 2nd, Moore. 3rd, Fiegel. 4th, Batson. 5th, Bryant. 6th, Matthews. 7th, Seth Cole. 8th, Kyle Keith. 9th, RJ Bishop. Completely top 10, Brad Pritchard. Green flag back underway. Now you notice Miles and Hart, they're not off the pace. Well, I think Miles is actually. But Noah Hart is definitely not. He just got trapped on pit road. Or not trapped pit road, but trapped on the apron, which got him stuck a lap down here. And Miles in the 2 car is not wanting to play the factor here. He's just being Benjamin Miles. And oh man, everyone outside of John Art is just having a lot of difficulty trying to get around Miles and Alex Drayton. And Fiegel going for the lead is going to get it off the... Oh, never mind. He had to check up big. He went on the apron, and that killed the entire inside line. I thought, man, Fiegel was going to power run it, but once he hit that apron, he had to completely check up the whole field. And that killed every bit of momentum of all the drivers that were there. Becker's is gonna lap down Benjamin Miles in the 2 there. As Batson has gotten around the 18 as well. Hart's got to hope and pray that he's got to get around all these drivers here, including the leader, and hope for a caution, but he's got passed by Tim Fiegel. Got to remember, he's got some rear end damage. That is going to affect the car a little bit, and the car smacked the wall. We still stay green. Now Matthews has got around the 18, and I guarantee you, Hart did not need that at all about what happened. And so there are areas you could use the high line, but you know you got to use the low line at certain points. And Devin Becker, he wants John R. to lap down. Keith Batson working his way into 3rd right there. Nice run for the 39 team there. Our car's slapping the wall there, and we are still green for the time being here. And I thought a caution was going to come on out. And Hart, you can see he is kind of off the pace a little bit there. Whoa! Miles and Sky Commons. What a save by both the 17 and the 2. Commons wisely going to check up. He's going to lose that momentum, but that's a good call right there. That avoids from having a wrecked car. And man, some dust kicked up from someone hitting the grass there. And Alex Drayton continuing to be a little bit of a problem for some of these drivers here. And you can tell he's definitely off the pace. Trent Dunn's got around the 14. Now you see Jessica Shelton in the 0-2. And some of the damaged cars there. Man, Jeff James is not even damaged and off the pace. He is stuck behind the 14. Same for McIntyre. Tell you what, got to give credit for some of these drivers that are in the rear of the field that are getting really good runs. Becker especially here. And Oh, man. And look at this. Battle for the lead. Keith Batson, Devin Becker. Look at them. They're having really good runs here. Kyle Matthews is taking third from Tim Fiegel in the 95. Your Bud Shootout winner this season. Kyle Keith in that 42 Office Depot Chevrolet. You see he's trying to work on Noah Hart. Trying to pass him. That's not for position, but, just trying to get around him in general. You can see people that are using the outside line. They're just trying to get whatever they can there. And now, John Art in danger of being a lap down. Becker got a good run. John Art going to fight back on the high line here. And Art was praying for that yellow to happen. But I think this is where he's going to get a lap down. Battle for second. Here comes Matthews. Wow, what a move by the 09 Hooter Chevrolet. And we'll get it. Nice move by Matthews. And now, stuck behind John Ard. Oh, yikes. About 3 wide right there. And Fiegel wisely going to back out of the throttle there. Meyer really off the pace. This is a good time. We're going to double check with the traffickers. Wow, Clint Spillman just absolutely smacked the wall there. And I'll tell you what, they finally got around that 14, but this guy suffered. Spillman, man, he took a smack and got some right side damage because of that. Just want to double check with the field here, making sure how they're doing here. Kev Shearer up in the 14th there. Solid run for that 00 team. Battle for top 10 spots. Seth Cole, Zachary Fitzwater trying to battle it out right there. Because now they're working on Noah Hart, who's still lapped down, keep in mind. And RJ Bishop has just got around the 18. And now they're continuing to work on John Ard. Battle for the lead. Here comes Kyle Matthews. Can't seem to do it. Now Batson looking for second yet again. Fiegel looking for fourth. Batson's going to get his spot. Fiegel did not. Matthews going to fight back, though, for second. He's not going to give up without a fight. Becker's enjoying what he's seeing. He's got to hope that these guys keep battling out. And they're going to end it quickly. These guys are just racing really good here, man. I'm telling you, this has actually been a very enjoyable race here. Because I'll tell you what, the last 2 seasons that we've ran here, hell, last 3, they have been nightmare races to watch. And just can't seem to get any enjoyment. And normally, for those who've known me quite enough here, this track is normally a cursed one here. So thank goodness we're getting at least a good race. And we've only had 1 caution today. So that has been very, very good. Kyle Keith working on JT Bryant for position. That's for 6. It's the Office Depot Chevrolet. Keith getting draft from the 95, and he'll hold on. No one just seems to get around the 36. Once he took the lead from the 42, man, he has not looked back. Fiegel eyeballing 4th. Pushes more. Can't seem to do it, though. Now Bryant looking underneath for Fiegel. That's for a top 5 spot right there. Fiegel's just wanting to hold on to a top 5, for goodness sakes. This dude has been absolutely struggling. I don't know if it's the patriotic scheme that's been helping him out, but he's been doing a great job, and we're getting closer to 10 to go. Now Kyle Keith's looking to the inside of JT Bryant for position. That's a good time to want to be on the inside line, but JT Bryant shuts the door on the 42 to prevent him from getting that spot. Now Meyer's coming to the start-finish line right now. The leaders are in turn 3, so I don't think we're going to have another pit stop. The keyword don't think. But, the keyword but, of course, we stay green. The lap traffic is going to be an issue. Bryant again trying to look underneath Fiegel for position. For that top 5 slot. Man, Fiegel's just not wanting to give up there for top 5. Matthews looking for the lead, you're seeing. Still side by side with the 36. And can't seem to make it work. Now, I believe they will catch up not just to Connor Meyer, but to Alex Drayton as well. Bishop has gotten around Art Yassin, and now Brett Pritchard trying to work on Noah Hart. Remember, again, these are not for positions that you're seeing with the 18 and the 05, but this is just some of the guys that are on the lead lap trying to pass some of these guys so they can battle for that top position there. And I don't know what happened with the field. It's like the field went seen a mirror or something, because Kyle Keith, Tim Fiegel, Quentin Moore, Keith Batson, Kyle Matthews, Devin Becker. They're just having really good runs here today. Good job for all those drivers there. Pritchard has been having a not bad season, and Seth Cole's been having a solid season. 2 wins early on, winner of the Daytona 500 and winner of Naples. So you know the Super Speedway program has been great for S3. And once again, JT Bryant trying to look underneath Tim Fiegel for 5th. In the preferred line. Oh, he got the apron. That's going to kill that momentum. And Myers caught up to Drayton in the 14. I think that tells you it's a slower car here. As I forgot to mention, we are less than 10 to go now, and I guarantee you, their guys are wanting to make their moves quick and get to that 36. Batson looking for 2nd. Oh, look at Matthews fighting back on that high line there, and the draft has not really been a lot of help with the tires being all worn and all, so that's been a really big sign right there. Batson dives it in and will take 2nd place away from Matthews. However, that 09 is still fighting there in that Hooters Chevrolet and will hold on. Fiegel looking underneath Moore for 4th. These drivers are just having a little difficulty on that inside line. They're just nicking the apron. You can't seem to make the move. However, Fiegel is going to make the pass on the 89. That's a big position for the 95. Top 7 are literally right within one another. RJ Bishop just hanging out there. Brett Pritchard, Seth Cole, they've gotten around Noah Hart. Now they're working on John R. Again, not for position. And they're getting so slightly closer to Drayton and Meyer. You see Meyer got around the 14. Matthews once again going to look for the lead. Batson's just trying to get a little help for the 09. Matthews dives it in. Has an advantage. Becker going to keep fighting that high line. 5 to go. Look at that battle for 4th. Tim Fiegel, Quentin Moore, JT Bryant, all within that blanket right there. And Kyle Keefe just about to lurk right there. Here they come. They are getting closer to Meyer and Drayton. Batson now over the back bumper of Matthews. Becker's just got to hope and pray, man, that those two, they're not going to battle. But you've seen how Meyer's starting to run away a little bit from Becker. They're about going the same speed. But you've seen right there, they're coming. Batson, can he get 2nd from Matthews? This time, I thought he got it, but now he's got it. Man, Batson has literally fought tooth and nail to get past the 09. Will finally get the spot, and now they want to get their sights set on that 36 quick, as they want to use that 36 to try to battle for the lead and have the lap cars be a pick to them. But we're coming to 2 to go. Becker going high. Oh, that's why the lap cars are coming down pit road, wisely not being an issue. Well, just when I thought, though, with 2 laps to go. But coming to the white flag, final lap will be displayed for Devin Becker when we come to the line. He's been having one excellent car tonight. As more drivers coming out pit road. I seen Jeff James and others. White flag, final lap for Devin Becker. Becker said this is his farewell season. He wants to end it with a bang. A win would be nice for the 36 team. He came runner-up at the Daytona 500. Couldn't seem to get the job done. And you could tell he was so depressed he wanted that win badly. Coming down the back straight into turn 3 for the final time. He's going to do it. Devin Becker in his farewell season is going to win the biggest race of them all. The Coca-Cola 600 goes to Becker. How about that for car 36? Devin Becker Incorporated is going to get a job done, and they're going to go to the All-Star race. Unbelievable. They have got to be so happy right now. Oh my goodness. And you know, people were wondering when that 36 was going to get that win. But unfortunately, he's going to prove the naysayers wrong. And oh, what happened here? I hear a crash. Oh, it's Clint Spillman, Alex Ferranti, and William Flickinger. Well. But there you see, though, Devin Becker on down pit road to celebrate. Batson giving him a celebratory bump right there. Unbelievable. Let's look at your top 10 results right here because, man, this has got to be one of the craziest top 10s we've seen in a while there, especially from the drivers in the rear of the field there in the standings. Devin Becker, big win for the 36 team. They get their win. Now we don't have to hear anything else about Becker not getting win at all. Keith Batson will get second, bridesmaid for the second time this season. Hopefully that'll change sooner than later. Kyle Matthews third, Tim Fiegel fourth, JT Ryan fifth, Quentin Moore sixth. Kyle Keith will get seventh, RJ Bishop in eighth, Brett Pritchard ninth. Complete the top 10. How about Seth Cole? Great run right there. And man, unbelievable. What a crazy top 10 that is there. Look at your rest of the finishing results there. 26 cars finished on the lead lap. And 36 on the track. Wow, no Hart actually got to position because of the drivers coming down pit road. So, what a lucky break right there. So that is it, guys, from the Coca-Cola 600 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, give it a like, comment your thoughts, subscribe, part of the NRSL, subscribe button down below. You've been watching a production of the NRSL where racing is living. Till then, congrats to Becker and win the Coca-Cola 600. He got to win his farewell season. Now, hopefully, he can do well and do what he can in the All-Star race there. So we'll see what will happen. Until then, thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Points at the end of the video, like always. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the last race before the All-Star race weekend coming up for the Xfinity Series here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Hard enough to believe we are at that point and we're getting ready to do our All-Star break in mere moments. So let's get on down to your starting lineup for the running of the Coke Zero Sugar 300. I was looking for the name, I couldn't think of it. Gary Owen on the pole for tonight's race. Next to him, Marty Johnson, third. Jonathan Hoff, fourth. Brandon Crasta, fifth. Benny Watson, sixth. Riley Keefe, seventh. James Ellison, eighth. Jay Cook, ninth. Ryan Acosta in top 10. Jake Baskinger. Here's the rest of your starting lineup from 11th and 12th on back. And on the final row, we have Skylar Dixon and Nicholas Guerra. So looking at your points coming into today's race, they are as follows. James Ellison has a 5-point lead over Brandon Crasta and Joshua Sicoli. Adam Garcia is fourth in the points. Jake Baskinger fifth in the points. Daniel Olson got a really good finish last race. He has jumped up to sixth in the points. Great job for that 5 team. They have been on fire this season. Andrew Miller is in Aaron Douglas has now jumped up to the top 10 after that win at Atlanta. Forgot to mention the previous race winner there. Sean Hart and Jay Cook complete the top 10. And Madison Tall just a point behind along with Garrett Cinder in the top 10. Cinder and Al Muriego fell out of the top 10. They are trying to rebound big time for sure. So, by the way, forgot to mention too, Jackie Tang, unfortunately, is the driver who is the worst in the standings with a win. So, you know, he's looking for another good run to battle for that wild card slot. So, here comes command to fire the engines.
Drivers, start your engines.
There's the command, and this is where you all say nice because the 69 car's got a pole this season, which that absolutely boggles my mind. Yes, I made a 69 joke for a race. Fight me. Anyways, you can see all 42 drivers rolling on off in the field. You seen they had the minor throwback race at Atlanta. Had, like, the Flickinger cars run the throwbacks, and then everyone else run their normals. But Gary Owen in the G Fuel Ford, and Marty Johnson on the front row for tonight's race. This is going to be a fun one, boys and gals. Showtime, ladies and gentlemen. And green flag is now underway for the Coke Zero Sugar 300. This in the Cup race will be 51 laps, so it should be interesting to see what'll happen. And Gary O, a nice start in car 69, looking really, really good. Now, they said that there was going to be a new package going along for both Xfinity and Cup, so can't wait to see how that's going to be like for the Cup Series tomorrow for the Coke 600. But, of course, for here, we'll see what will happen. Gary O leading the first lap. Oh, Watson got the apron a little bit there. Now Brandon Crasta going to try to take full advantage of taking that 4th position from Benny Watson. Will do so. See, Benny, who's been struggling this season. That's good to see the 74 up here. And it's just like, this guy cannot catch a break in this series. And I feel bad for him because, you know, he's just trying to do what he can here. And just can't seem to get the job done. Now Marty Johnson looking for Pete for that top position here. Oh, and nearly got the wall right there. As Johnson now trying to hang on for second. We're going to take a very quick break here, so we won't miss a whole lot here. So hang on real second here.